manager for different phases. One of the things when we watched the last episodes of the documentary, were quite volatile at the end of last season with the players in that dressing room. Is that what you thought they kind of needed at that time?
You try to express and transmit what you believe or we believe is needed in each moment, and each moment is different. When they are winning football matches, sometimes instead of good words, they need a kick, because you don't want them to get relaxed and be complacent. And sometimes they just need an arm around. They need to be closer to them and understand their frustration, their fears, and be more supportive. It's a difficult balance.
Does that type of thing, is it a delicate balance having that type of, when you sort of shout at them as you do, but perhaps losing some of them and the reaction not being perhaps what you want?
Sorry?
Is it a delicate balance when you sort of shout at the players as you do in the documentary about them generating the reaction?
I don't think I shout a lot.
No.
Only after Newcastle.
You come across in the programme as fighting it. When we see you in the dressing room, you're very intense, much more than we see you here. Is there sort of an almost side where you have to get angry with the players at times?
I think you have to be who you are and how you feel in the right moment. Obviously, being always respectful. And only with one objective, which is to get the best out of the team. That's the only aim as a manager and everybody that is in the squad, to get the best results and get everybody performing at the level that we can.
You work with Pep, obviously. During his career, you spent 4 years at Barcelona and needed a rest. 3 years at Bayern, needed a rest. Is it possible to maintain that sort of intensity for so long? I mean, obviously Wenger and people like did it. I think these day and age, you almost need a rest.
I think we all live this profession with huge intensity and passion. Some express it very clearly with the body language or words, and some others, they have an inner talk there that is there all the time. Arsene was here for 22 years. You could see when he was suffering, you could see when he was having emotion and enjoyment, but you could tell how much he could drain. He would probably tell you better than me, but then that mental toughness and strength and passion that he had for the game, it was much bigger than any other thing that he was coming across.
Yourself, I mean, after a hard game, can you switch off and forget about it?
Sometimes better than others. That's why obviously having the right people around you, having a very strong family and bonding with your team and the club is so important, because we are human beings and we go through different stages even throughout the day.
Can you talk about recruitment at the club? Mark was talking about Bournemouth, there's good symmetry between that first game and now, and you've gone through a real journey in terms of recruitment. And we see in the documentary the support we've had, both in terms of incomings and outgoings as well. So can you talk about how important that is? Because lots of people take it for granted, but it is a real.
This is club recruitment, and it goes from the top with ownership, with Stan and Josh. It goes all the way with all the board, with Edu, myself, all the academy. We are all together in this. It's not a decision that I made by myself. We try to expose a plan that we want to execute, and every case is different. We discuss it, we come together, and we make a final decision based on that. And when that decision is made, don't look back. It's made. It's not my decision. His decision is our decision, and we will continue to do that because I think it's working pretty well.
This is a very vocal fan base that make demands of the ownership, but the ownership has listened, and also the people within the club, they have listened.
I think the commitment and the side of this ownership is, without a question, a doubt, as good as I've seen in football. They are on it. They want to take this club to a completely different level. They have the ambition, and it's clear. There is so much evidence that they are giving us all the support that we need in order to do that. So it's great to see as well that now there is a little bit of change in that talk, and I think even our supporters and everybody around the world is talking very differently about what is happening here.
Just one more. You mentioned Bukayo and what you hope to be done. What's your vision for him in, say, 3 to 5 years? Where do you see him as a player and in terms of what your plans are for the team?
He has to be a ruthless winner. That's it. Simple.
Can you elaborate?
Sorry?
Can you elaborate on that? I mean, that's quite...
That's his mentality. That's what he needs to do. He needs to win football matches on his own. He needs to be living this profession. Tomorrow I'm going to kill the opponent. And that's what I want from him. He has this ability. Now he's gone through a pace in his career. He needs to go to the next level right now. And I think he has the right environment to do it. He has the right people around him to do it. And he's very willing to do it. So that's what we have to demand.
Last one.
Why do you think he's not doing that at the moment? Do you think he comes across?
I'm not saying that.
Okay. But
What I'm saying
he's
is-
a nice guy when you're off the pitch.
Great. On the pitch, different.
How different is it when we see him in a few clips on the documentary, I suppose, with the young fan? But what's he like in the changing room or behind the scenes, or when you have private chats with him? How does he compare?
One of the most intelligent players that I have come across. Very well raised and educated, and he loves this football game that is called footballs. And he has all the qualities and the right people around him to be a success, and that's what we need to work on now.